If I were to ask you if you could remember what you had for lunch on the 13th of January in 2005, would you be able to tell me exactly what you ate for that day? Probably not, but what you would be able to tell me was that it did nourish your body and you got the fuel that your body needed that day. Now, similarly, if you ask me what's the summary of the complete book of all the books that I've read, or you pick out one specific book and you ask me what's the summary of this whole book, I wouldn't probably be able to tell you exactly everything that stood in the book, but I would be able to tell you what nourished my soul at that moment and what one concept sticked with me and what difference it made and how it nourished my life and how it supported me in my life. So with this whole concept in mind that you cannot put your hand in a pot of glue without something of it sticking. If you put your hand in, something is going to stick and it is going to expand your world. With this idea of always having a greater understanding and expanding your awareness and helping you to understand things in a new way or in a different perspective because you've got a greater awareness and a bigger picture. With this whole idea, how can you actually expand your life? So if we look at high performers and you choose to pick up any personal development book, almost in all of them at some point you would read along the lines how exposing yourself to the environment of who you would like to become is great. So exposing yourself, putting your hand in the pot of glue, something will rub off on you and you will start to become like that and you will become that person that you would like to be. So there are many ways of doing it, and the one is definitely reading and expanding your knowledge and getting a bigger picture and understanding it. But another fun way to actually do this is to draw relations, to make a connection of something that might seem abstract or something that might seem completely unrelated, and draw a picture in line to get a greater understanding and a greater awareness. So one of my most favorite examples of this is again with my daughter. I wish you could have been here that day, but what happened was we watched Avatar. And yes, they are young, and yes, I am that mother that allows my children to watch Avatar under supervision with me being there. But at that moment, the scenario played off in this way. My son was standing on the couch with a pillow in his hand, jumping up and down from excitement, shouting, "Shoot them, shoot them." And my daughter was the complete opposite. She was sitting in the corner with a pillow over her eyes and say, "Please put it off, just please put it off." So later that night, when she went to bed, and as I was lying next to her, and how we usually have our ritual of talking through the day and just having a fun conversation, we started talking about this movie, and she said that it really upset her. And I got curious and I asked her, what exactly upset you about it? And she said all the shooting and the fighting and the war. And then I asked her to relate this movie to something that is very valuable to her, and that is art. So I asked her, did you notice that the colors that they use in Avatar is elaborate? It's vibrant colors that they use. The animals are not exactly the normal colors that we would find in normal life. And I asked her, did you notice that it's literally art? So an artist created a new animal. It's not normal animals. They are completely different. And did you see the shimmering on the avatars? How they all had a different shape and they all had a different color, and some of them had shimmers on it. And as I started relating the movie to something that was first frightening to her, and started to relate it to something that she values, art, her eyes started opening up, and she could see that even in a movie that's scary for her, she can learn something. She can find value in it and something beautiful in it. So in essence, for today, I would love to leave you with a question of what is one particular thing in your life that feels draining or exhausting or a challenge for you to do, and how can you relate it to something that is most valuable to you, something that you really enjoy. How can you draw a connection? How can you link these two and see how the one is serving the other one? And after you've done this exercise, I would love to hear, how has your world expanded? How has your awareness expanded? And how has what you dipped your hands into expanded it, and what stuck for you in that moment? I would love to hear back from you.